USA and its summit wrapping up in Park City tonight.
Let's get back out to Mike Hedrick live at the Utah Olympic Park.
Yeah, Dave and Deanie, a lot of these athletes who are training for the 2018 games, they're living out their dreams. But as we know, living the dream can often be somewhat expensive. Alex Cabrero joining us right now. Alex, we've been here throughout the week. You've talked to a number of the athletes. And as you've spoken to a few of them, making ends meet, it's tough when you're training.
That's right, especially because most athletes, they don't have big-time sponsorships, Mike. So you're right. It is expensive flying around the world, training for competitions. And when you're an Olympic-level athlete, it's nearly impossible to hold a full-time job to help pay for it all. So for one speed skater based here in Utah, she had to get creative. This is where Sugar Todd works. Speed skating has been her life for as long as she can remember.
Training's going really well. I'm feeling the best, strongest, healthiest I've felt in a long time.
But this is where she goes to get away from it all.
I just feel very at ease and happy to be in my kitchen. I can spend all day standing in my kitchen.
This is her helping her speed skating teammates win a cook-off last week. It's kind of not fair when your cooking team includes someone named Sugar.
For me, I grew up cooking with my mom and cooking and baking and just hanging out in the kitchen and eating. Obviously, I don't know an athlete who doesn't love to eat.
Todd competed in the 2014 Sochi Olympics and is now hoping to make the 2018 Pyeongchang team. But paying for training and travel and everything it takes to be an Olympian can be expensive without big-time sponsors. However, for Todd, baking is now helping pay the bills.
It started off maybe 2 years ago now because I was sitting at home and I was just like, I kind of want some biscotti. It sounds good. Let me find a recipe and I'll crank some out.
That batch of biscotti turned out pretty well, so she posted a picture on Instagram.
I should see if anybody wants to buy these, and it just has kind of slowly taken off from there. Just word of mouth, people got wind of it, and I get a pretty steady stream, at least 1 or 2 a month from my website orders.
She now brings some to World Cup events for fans and other athletes who want her baked goods. It's enough to keep her real job alive and well.
Yeah, it's just me in my kitchen cranking them out.
That's right, Todd says she will try to cook almost anything inside the kitchen there, but for some reason, biscotti is her thing. Now, she also wants to cook, and she says it's a good reset because with as laser focused sharp as these athletes are, Mike, it's good to get away from the ice every now and then and just try to do something else, kind of have a hobby, and cooking is Sugar Todd's thing.
Yeah, you got to decompress somehow because it's so intense, both physically and mentally for these athletes.
And the pressure to even try to make the Olympic team, they're on the ice every single day. It's good to reset and try to remember not everything has to be Olympian.
And if it requires making biscotti, then so be it.
It's pretty good.
All right. Thanks, Alex. Coming up in just a few minutes here, as mentioned, we talked to a lot of athletes throughout the week. Alex and I are going to be back in just about 20 minutes or so, and we're going to share some more of those stories. Dave Deanie, back to you.
Looks a little warmer up there for you tonight, Mike. We'll see you in just a few.
Delta